Doo-doo. What is up, Stick Mobility Instagram? This is Coach Jesse coming to you live from Orlando. It's been a while. Looking forward to teaching today's class. We are going to be doing a stick and dumbbell workout today. So be ready for needing 2 long sticks, a short stick, so basically the full bundle, a wedge of some sort, or just some way to elevate your heel up higher than your midfoot, and then 2 dumbbells. So weight-wise, we're going to be doing some split squats with them. We're going to be doing some rowing with them from beast position. So just pick something that you can handle through this. Everything's going to be interval-based in regards to what we do with the dumbbells today. So just be ready for that. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will try to address them afterwards. But yeah, we're going to go through this. If you've trained with me before, you know that I'm big into using FRC and the FRC training system, and so we are going to be going through some joint articulation, some Carves to start out with, and then we're going to take it to the ground for some mobilization techniques, specifically for hip extension and for our ankles, because we are going to be using those to do some Atg Split Squats today. If you're not familiar with that split squat, it's a pretty awesome variation, kind of originated a little bit of Charles Poliquin in there. Ben Patrick from Knees Over Toes popularized it, but we're going to be doing those split squats today. So we're going to need to mobilize some things to be able to do that properly. Got to make sure we have the prerequisites before we do it. So if everyone can hear me, can I get a thumbs up, please, for those of us who are. Sorry about that, guys. Boom, boom. Saw a heart. That's awesome. Make sure we're all squared away. Seems like we are. I get a thumbs up from people who can hear me at home. Can you hear me? Hopefully you can't hear me sing. I will stop doing that immediately. Otherwise, no one will ever come to one of these classes again. Cool beans. Well, hopefully everyone can hear me. Those of us who are on here, there's about 10 of us. There we go. Cool beans. All right, guys. So you're going to need your 2 long sticks. We're going to go through all of our joint articulations, aka our Carves. Common question I get with this is, hey, do I need the sticks for this? You don't. However, the sticks do give us a way to irradiate and create more tension in the body so that the only thing we're moving is the joint that we're trying to move. In this case, the neck is what we're going to start with. We're going to be pushing down at 30% the whole time, no more than 30%. We're going to do neck, scap, shoulders, spine, hips, knees, and ankles. Okay, what I call the big 7. All right. For the knees and the ankles, we'll be going to the ground. You'll need your 4-foot stick. We'll do that when we get there. So let's start with our 2 6-footers, pushing down at 30%, sticks at 10 and 2. Tuck the tailbone in, create some tension in that core, irradiate, and let's start with the neck. All the way down as far as you can. Chin to the right side of your chest, ear to shoulder, chin to ceiling, all the way back, ear to shoulder, chin to the left side of the chest, all the way around. Let's reverse direction. Left side, all the way around to get every part of that neck. If you find that closing angle is tight, so if we're going up into the right and you feel like the up and to the right is tight, what I want you to do is just come out of it just a little bit. We don't want to drive the semi straight through that closing angle joint pain. Good. Back the other way again, original direction, one more time. Around, back, around and forward. Around, back, around, and forward. And check it out. Good. We're going to do scapula next. The way we're going to do scapula is we're going to keep both sticks at 10 and 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to work through all of that scapular stuff without adding my head like a turtle to do it. So keep that chin pretty level. We're going to protract that scap forward as much as we can. Elevate up, squeeze back, push down. And again, forward, elevate up, squeeze back, push down. Let's go the opposite direction. Back, up, forward, down, back, up, forward, and down. And shake it out a little bit. Let's go into shoulder next. Okay, now what we're going to do is take both sticks, put them in the left hand, make sure they're in line with the left shoulder. I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to open it up. And the first movement is this horizontal adduction across the body, across the midline. And I'm keeping the shoulder externally rotated and that trap out of my ear. So we're coming up, we're reaching up, we're keeping that trap out of the ear, we're internally rotating the shoulder and reaching as far back as we can. And then we're going back the other direction. Up, around, back, and across. Let's do 2 more. Pushing down 30% left stick, up into that overhead, internally rotate, reach back, up into shoulder extension with a little internal rotation, around and across. Last one. Up, around, back and down. And remember, I'm trying not to turn my body as I do this. I am trying to only move that shoulder. Let's switch, let's do the other side. So pushing down, both sticks in the right hand, pushing down 30% left hand. Externally rotate, keep that trap down. I'm bringing it across, up, internally rotate, reach back, and coming around, forward and down. Let's do 2 more. Trying to get every part of that shoulder. How does that shoulder work? Exploring it right now. And one more time. Up, around, and back. And back around and up. Good, we're gonna do your spine next. So to do the spine, we're just gonna grab 1 stick. We're gonna hold it between the crux of the elbows here. And then just give a little grab. So you see how I have this right here. Good, now when we're doing this, I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see. I'm gonna try and get everything mid back to lumbar spine to get into flexion. Then once it's there, I'm gonna start moving through it. But we can't just do the neck and do the shoulders to do that. So we're gonna start at that upper mid back and start to flex, and then mid back, then lower mid back, then high low back, mid low back, all the way down to the sacrum. Don't let those hips go. Now rotate to the right, lean right, extend back and to the right, over to the left, lean to the left, rotate to the left, and come all the way in and forward and down. Opposite direction. Left. Rotation, lateral flexion, lateral extension, extension, lateral extension right, rotation right, into flexion and rotation right, all the way around. Start. Come up, let's shake it out a little bit. Let's do that one more time. Everything folds down. Rotates right. Leans right. Extends right. Extends in the center. Leans left. Rotates left. Flexes down to the left and forward. Going left, rotation from flexion, lateral flexion, lateral extension left, extension left, extension right, rotation right, into flexion.
That's okay.
And all the way around to start. Whew. Everybody's hip needs that, or everybody's spine needs that. Everybody's hip needs what we're about to do, which is our hip carves. So I like to go a little wider than 10 and 2 here, so let's just think more like 930 and 230. Okay, so I've got these nice wide sticks, and we're gonna work that right hip. So I'm gonna bring my right foot across my left. I'm pushing down 30% with the sticks, coming up, out,
push your toes in the
internally rotate and reach back behind me.
Really try to get that length.
Now, once I'm here, coming out to the side, externally rotate, flex the hip as much as I can,
That length increase throughout the motion.
adduct it and bring it down. 1, 2 more. Yes, the hips get more love. They need them. Last I checked, we are bipedal. In, out, around and back.
I want you to initiate the motion by bending the knees, not by bending.
Out, around, in, and down. Last one.
And circles. First, length.
Much as I can get, flexion and external rotation.
Should be feeling a lot of cruising.
Horizontal, abduction, internal rotation into extension, and adduction, and then out, externally rotate, bring it around, and bring it down and check it out. Right hip's done, let's do the left. Across, up, so flexion and external rotation, out, in, around and back, out, around, in and down, boom, boom. Somebody asked a question, so I couldn't get to it. 2 more. Again, we're pushing down. We're using the sticks as irradiation points right now, because when we're doing carves, we only want to move the hip that we're trying to move, not the pelvis, not the spine, not anything else. 1 more. Up, around, in and down, out, around, down and forward. Good. All right. So we're going to take the 2 longs, put it to the side for now. We're going to head to the ground. We're going to grab our 4-footer, and we're going to do knees, and we're going to do ankles. Okay. So come join me on the ground.
Yeah, she might have to move it off.
So knee. What we're going to do is we're going to take our 4-foot stick, whatever your shorter stick is, and I'm going to grab it underhand and pull the knee into my chest. So as much hip flexion as I can get with the knee pulled into my chest. From here, I'm going to externally rotate or internally rotate my tibia, but it looks like my foot's going external. And then I'm going to try and extend the leg. And then come back down. So keeping it externally rotated. Extend, getting all that knee stuff. Down, 1 more. Extend, down. Now go in, and let's do the same thing. Extend.
No.
Down.
Well, we've been watching.
Extend.
Things, so.
Down. 1 more. Extend.
No.
Down. From here, we're going to pull this in as deep as we can and work the ankle. And I want you to get into the nitty-gritty parts of the ankle here. Looking for that knee to move too much and focusing on isolating the ankle, only doing the work. 3 one direction, and 3 the other. And 3. Good. Let's go to the other side. Feel that at hip just a little bit. All right. Pull it in. Good. So out. So I'm turning from this stuff right here. This is just along for the ride. Okay. So don't make the foot do a bunch of work. Make the stuff inside the knee do the work. So up. Extend, flex, in, extend, flex, out, extend, flex, out, extend, flex. Let's go into extend, flex, extend, flex. Good. And let's pull it in really tight. Let's work the ankle only. 1, 2, 3. Other direction. 1, 2, and 3. Good. All right. So we've done all our carves. We're going to stretch out our hips a little bit now because they're going to need it. Then we're going to play with the sticks, the two longs. We're going to do some hip extension work and some ankle dorsiflexion work before we work into our first sets of Atg Split Squats today. So first thing I'm going to have you do is from this seated position, take the stick, 4-footer, pull it apart, holding it out in front of you, and we're just going to do some 90-90 switches, trying to keep the torso center with the stick. So left side, pulling apart on the stick, right side, pull apart on the stick. Give me about 40% pull apart. Left side, right side, 50% pull apart. Left side, right side, 60%, one more. Left side, good, and right side. Good, now I want you to stay 90-90 to your right. And what I want you to do is I want you to take the stick and just bring it inside your right ankle or right foot. And what we're gonna do is start to walk the stick back and try and find where I can't turn my torso towards my back heel anymore. Okay? Once I'm there, I'm gonna push down into the stick, and I want you trying to feel like you're trying to scoop this ankle through the floor. So it's like I'm trying to do this with my left ankle. Just call this a little Pales contraction here. Okay, so we're gonna push for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now try and internally rotate that hip more. So now I'm gonna try and feel like I drive the inside of the knee down, trying to lift the ankle, but also turning back towards the stick more.
I mean, I listened
10,
to the interviews
9,
of like
8,
some of like the top
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go to the other side. So 90-90 to the left. Take the stick, put it in your right hand. Take the other hand, just put it back behind you. Walk the stick around. So you're turning towards that back heel. Trying to find the best stretch you can get in this right hip stuff. Turn, turn, turn. Good, that's my best right there. Pushing down the stick, still 30%. And try and scoop with the ankle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try and internally rotate the hip, but turn back towards the stick more. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back to center. We'll do one more thing while we're down here. We're going to do some straddle internal rotations. So going to take the left leg. We're going to extend it straight out in front of us. We're going to take the stick. We're going to put it in the right hand so it's straight ahead of us. And what we are going to do is we are going to be aiming the right knee to work inside the stick for internal rotation and then back up again. And what we want to do is we want to stay as center as we can here. Ideally, we get to a world where we can have two hands down and we're pushing on that 4-foot stick as we work in and out with that hip. Okay? So if you can get here, great. If you need to be back here, that's fine too. When we come back out, I want you to really feel like you're trying to pull that hip out to the side without the foot coming off the ground. So 2 hands on the stick. If you can, here we go, right hip, in, out. That's 1, 4 more. In, out. 2, 3 more. In, out.
So
3, 2 more. In, out. 4, last one, controlled, pushing down the stick, in, out, and that's 5. Slide that right foot out to the side. So that's straddled now. Left foot comes up, Same thing on the left side. Here we go. In.
He was smarter.
Out. 1. In. Out. 2. In. Out. 3. In. Out. 4. One more. In. Out. And that is 5. Good. All right. Take your 4-foot stick and kind of put it to the side. We're going to grab your 2 6-footers. If you have a kneeling mat, now's the time to grab it, or a towel, or if you're on a comfortable surface, and that's not a big deal, no big deal. Okay, so we're going to go right knee down, and I'll need your wedge to be close to you. We're not using it for this first drill, so just know where your wedge is or know your way to elevate the foot. Okay, so we're in this half kneeling position. So right knee's down. Got the sticks in front of me, and we're going to work some hip extension here. So I'm pushing down on the sticks, and we're going to work what's called an ENG. All ENG means is we're eccentric neural grouping. That's all it is. So I'm going to take my right knee, I'm going to try and squeeze it up towards my face. I'm trying to do this with my right knee, right? But it's stuck on a mat. So I'm squeezing it up, and I'm going to rock forward for a 5 count. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back out, relaxing as we come back out, not trying to tense or create any stress on the way back out. We're going to be pushing down at 50% in the sticks. So push, squeeze, and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back out. That's 1. 4 more. Push 50, squeeze up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back out. That's 2. Push 50, squeeze, and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back out. That's 3. Good. 2 more. Push, squeeze, and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back out. That's 4. Last one. Push, squeeze, push it 50 and forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back out. You see how using the sticks allows me to keep my torso directly in line with that hip. So if you notice as I'm doing this, I'm not doing this. I'm not trying to press through my SI to get to that front side hip stuff. Instead, what I'm attempting to do is keep that torso directly in line and keep the tension as I'm working through that. Okay, so good job there, guys. Let's switch over to the left knee, left hip, ENGs on the left side now. So we're half kneeling left, the left knee down. Sticks are still in front of me, about 10 and 2. Push the left knee down, squeeze it up towards my face, and rocking forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, that's 1. 4 more. Squeeze up and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, that's 2. Squeeze up and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, that's 3. 2 more. Squeeze up and forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, that's 4. Last one. Squeeze up and forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up, that's 5. Good. We're still going to need the 2 sticks. Okay? But now we're going to get the wedge into play. So, if you already know you have super limited ankle mobility, the wedge isn't really going to help you too much here. We know that you're not going to be able to go very far. If you know you've got pretty decent or adequate ankle mobility, well then let's use the wedge. Let's go uphill, let's shorten the distance at which we have to travel forward. Hopefully that ends up making sense. Because what we're going to do is we're going to take right knees down, and left foot's going to go on the wedge. Now, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do ENGs while pushing into the stick. And the way we're going to do this is, we're going to try and dorsiflex the ankle the whole time. Just to give you a reminder what dorsiflexion is. Dorsiflexion means I'm trying to flex the ankle this way, plantar flexion this way. So think of it this way, the dorsal fin of a shark, or plantar flexion pointing, kind of pointing your toe, pointing your foot. Okay, so just some good ways to do it. So, The wedge already gives me a little bit of ankle dorsiflexion, so I'm going to fight for more. I'm going to push down the stick, and I'm going to drive that front knee forward for a 5 count while dorsiflexing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back out. Okay, so now we're working ankle ENG here. So flex and drive forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back out. That's 2. Trying to get as much ankle dorsiflexion as we can in this left ankle. Up and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back up. That's 3. Up, forward. 5, forward. 3, 2, 1, back up. That's 4. Remember, we're trying to stay dorsiflexed. Even when the foot goes onto the wedge, keep trying to dorsiflex the ankle. Last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up. And let's switch. So right foot down, left knee down. So remember, I'm going to dorsiflex this right ankle and drive forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, that's 1. Dorsiflexion and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, that's 2. 3 more. Dorsiflexion and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, that's 3. Dorsiflexion and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up, that's 4. Last one. Dorsiflexion and forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back up. That's 5. Good. All right. Keep the wedge. Move the mat. Now, your ankle is a mobile joint. Okay. Hello from India. Your ankle just doesn't flex and extend. It everts and inverts. It's got rotation to it. Okay, so we want to make sure we express some of those as well, because the places that you don't express are the places where injury can occur. So I want you to notice that I'm on the wedge, but now the wedge is turned, and I'm going uphill with my big toe. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to do a few single leg squats here, and we're going to use the sticks to help us with balance. So I'm really focusing on squatting on my left leg, and then coming back up again with my foot in the change of position that it's in. Okay? Really accessing some eversion here. Okay? So ready. Down. Up. 1. Down. Up. That's 2. Down. Up. That's 3. Keep that big toe down. Down. Up. That's 4. Last one. Down. And up. That's 5. Take the wedge. Turn it. Or whatever apparatus you're using. Right foot's down. Same thing here. Here we go. Down. Up. That's 1. Down. Up. That's 2. Try and get as much ankle as you can in this position. So knees as far over those toes as they can get. Down. Up. That's 3. 2 more. Down. Up. That's 4. Last one. Down. Up. That's 5. Let's leave the wedge exactly where it is. Just slide it over so we're using on the left side now. And now I've got this everted position now. So we're here. We're going to make sure those toes stay down. We're not riding so that we come off the wedge here. Trying to stay planted on the wedge. Almost feel like you're trying to feed into that hill a little bit, but don't let the foot come up. 5 squats here. Here we go. Down. And up. That's 1. Down. Up. That's 2. Down. Up. That's 3. 2 more. Down. Up. That's 4. Last one. Down. Up. That's 5. Good. Switching. All right. Last set. Right foot's on. Again, trying to feed into that E version a little bit. Here we go. Down and up. That's 1. Down. Up, that's 2. 3 more. Down. Up, that's 3. 2 more. Down. Up, that's 4. Last one. Down. And up, that's 5. Nice work. So the whole purpose behind that is most ankle sprains occur because we don't have capacity, especially in that everted and inverted position. So you have to train it, because the more you train it, it lessens the risk that something bad's gonna happen. And the last thing we want is something bad to happen just because you're walking down the street, right? So something for us to consider and fix. Cool beans. All right, so we're done with the sticks for now. Put them to the side. Let's go over this split squat. So the beauty of this split squat, the split squat magic here, is that it's 1 part deep knee flexion on the front knee, 1 part long hip extension on the back leg. That's the beauty of this squat. So what we're not doing is we're not just working down and up. Instead, we're working down and forward and up. That is an important key. For my clients, the cue that usually works is, hey, let's ride the escalator down. We're not riding the elevator straight down. So in this case, I want the escalator movements. Okay, trust me, your knees, your hips, all that good stuff will thank you. Now, the way we're going to do this is really simple. Is we're going to practice it bare without any timing, without any clock, without any weights. Then we're going to load 1 dumbbell. Then we'll load both dumbbells and we'll do our working sets today. Make sense? Cool beans. Hopefully you're following at home. So, heel elevated. We're going to go left foot forward, right foot back. We're just going to do 4 practice reps here. Okay, here we go. Hands on the hips. Keep those hips square and in front. Ride the escalator down. Push back out. That's 1. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And back. Switch. New foot on the wedge. Going downhill on the wedge. Hips forward. Tucked in. Here we go. Ride that escalator down. Up. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Good. So hopefully you felt your back hip trying to get into as much extension as it can get into, and the front knee trying to get it as much flexion, both hip and knee, as you can. Now let's go 1 dumbbell. The reason I like to do 1 dumbbell, so we can start working on some of the stability aspects of this under load. So what I want you to do is, we're going to set up left leg on, right leg back. We're going to start with the right hand. We're going to go down and up, and then we're going to switch. We're going to go down and up, left, right, left, right. Does that make sense? Cool beats, let's do it. Down, up, switch, down, up, switch, down, up, switch, down, and up. Switch legs. Right leg on, left leg back. Escalator time, here we go. Down, up, switch, down, up, switch, down, up, switch, last one, down, and up. Nice work. All right, so whatever your 2 dumbbells are, we're gonna grab those. I'm still here. No, it's like, hey, Jesse, you went off screen. You're right, but I'm back. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do this for time. Okay, so we're gonna work for 30, we're gonna rest for 30, we're gonna switch legs. Now remember, both legs are working here as we do this, so it's not a simple, hey, we're just gonna do that right leg and that right leg's gonna get a rest while we do the left. No, it's still gonna be working, I promise. So we get both dumbbells, standing up tall, strong, and straight. Left leg on, right foot back. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down, up. Ride that escalator down and up, guys. Oh, if that doesn't burn for you, those dumbbells are not heavy enough. Last 3, 2, 1, and shake it out just a little bit. Shake, 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 shake the leg. We got 30 seconds to rest before we're going to the other leg. Woo! Great squat as a warm-up. Great one to load and just see how your mobility is improving. Everything we do is data, okay? So look at this as, ooh, this is data on my knees, my ankles, my hips. Right foot on, left leg back, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Forward, and back up. Big, long back hip here, 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting up, 30 seconds of rest. Woo! Now, if that's hard enough for you, keep it hard. Round 2, gonna play, we're gonna do a little goofy rack. What that just basically means is one arm's gonna be in front rack, and the other arm's just gonna be down at my side. Just gonna create a little bit more core tension, a little bit more stability that I have to maintain. All right, so left leg's on, right foot back behind me, right arm in front rack, and I'm working. Woo! Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Rest, rest, rest. We're gonna go goofy on this side as well. Be ready. Dumbbells will go in both hands. Right foot on, left leg back, left arm front rack, 2, 1, and we're working. Fifteen more seconds. Rest it up. Hey, we got one more set left. This is the money set. Going both arms front rack. Tough, tough, tough positioning here. Tough for the body, tough for the core. We're gonna go front rack on both sides. I'm excited though. My legs aren't, but I'm super excited. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Strong front rack, shoulders out of ears. ...15 more seconds. 10 seconds. 2, 1, rest. Woo, we got one left. One left. Whose legs are feeling it? Whose legs are feeling it? No, mine are. One more set of Atg split squats. Ten seconds. Right foot's gonna go on. Left leg back. The escalator from hell. 3, 2, 1, let's work. Front rack, both arms strong. Nice strong core. Working to that front knee hip. Extending that back hip. Already halfway there. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Woo! Whose quads are feeling? I know mine are. Now listen up, we didn't really do a lot of upper body warm-up except for some Carves. We are gonna finish with one of my favorite things to finish with, some beast rows and hip flexor stretching with the dumbbells. So come on down to the ground with me. We're gonna be on all fours. And what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do a level 1 beast row, which just means my core is tight, knees are underneath the hips, right, left, right, left. We will progress that, but I just wanna start with level 1, and then we'll go to level 2. So, from all fours, strong core, 5 reps, level 1. Here we go. Right row, left row, right hip, left hip. 4 more. Three more. Last 2, right, left, right leg, left leg. 1 more, right, left, right leg, left leg. Now, level 2. Knees are off the ground for our beast row, so that's our level 2 beast row. When I bring my right foot up outside my right hand, I'm gonna slide my left foot back. So I'm in a very deep runner stretch. And then bring it back without my knees touching the ground. These are a whole lot harder. Same mechanics, we're just adding A, the knees right off the ground, and B, adding a deeper runner stretch. So, knees right off the ground, right arm, left arm, right foot, slide back. Bring it in, left leg, slide back. Notice my legs have not touched the ground, that's 1. We got 5. Three more. I know those quads are burning. Last 2. Right arm row. Left arm row. Right foot outside right hand. Extend that left leg back. Bring it in. Switch. Left leg. Extend the right leg back. Last 1. Right. Left. Right foot. Extend that back leg. And left foot. Extend that back leg. And down. Ooh, boy. That is a pretty efficient way to spend 45 minutes. Now, I know we've opened this up for some Q&As in the past. Want to open that up to you guys just for a couple minutes. If any of you have any questions about what we just went through, now's the time to ask. So, review. We did joint articulations, floor-based stretching for the hips and the ankle. We worked on some single leg squats in eversion and inversion of the ankle. And then we got into our Atg Split Squat sets, eventually loading them with 2 dumbbells, working 30 seconds on, 30 seconds rest. From there, we finished 3 of those on each side, went to the ground, and went through that beast row and runner stretch sequence and leveled it up to level 2 to finish up with. So does anybody have any questions about any of the stuff that we did, how the sticks helped make that stuff better, what you can expect this month? Anybody have any questions otherwise? Anybody have any questions about FRC or any of the stuff that we were doing? I'll try and answer them as best I can as well. But I appreciate you all joining me today. It's been a while since I've been on here, and it was fun to be back in front of you guys teaching again. For every one person who can't stand the way I teach, usually I get 9 compliments, and I appreciate that. That helps somebody who works really hard at his craft to be a good teacher and be a good instructor. And look, my bread and butter isn't group exercise. My bread and butter is teaching and coaching. And in this environment, it kind of allows me. You are still very welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I really, really appreciate you joining on your Thursday. I appreciate that. Does anybody else have any questions? No? Okay, no worries. Hey, listen, you can find me social media at Unconventional Strength. If you want to shoot me a follow there, you're more than welcome. If you want to ask me any questions there, you're more than welcome. Hopefully you guys have gotten something out of this, and hopefully if you're watching this a year from now, you've been doing so much stick work that you feel better than you've ever felt before. This is, without a doubt, Movement Made Better. So thanks for joining me Thursday, guys.